I wasn't sure how it was going to be because I'm late. But Merv was booked in for 2:45.
Yes, he was. So we'll just take up his appointment.
Oh, thank God. So, I have decided that I do want to be aware of the numbers.
Okay.
I've lost weight. I checked this morning. Not on purpose, but I really, really hope that you believe me and that you trust me when I say I lose weight because of stress, right? Yes. When I'm stressed out, it's like, now, one thing I'm not understanding, so maybe you can help it make sense for me, yeah. I do now because of how late I am, but I haven't been feeling stressed out because I know that Merv is in the best place. He's in the Northern Hospital at Epping, yeah? So the ambulance picked him up on Wednesday.
Can I just ask?
Go nuts.
Is he just a friend?
Yeah, so yeah. So I met Merv up there. No, God, we're not relationship. He's 33 years older than me. People think he's my partner, and I'm like, guys, it's super weird.
Okay.
He's like a father to me, so to speak.
Okay.
He keeps me sane.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, you have to calm down.
Yeah, I know.
You're talking.
I know.
Calm down all your actions. Yes, you need to do that. You need to calm it right down.
Mm-hmm.
And you also need to, when you're doing things, also calm it right down. You have to find some focus point within you.
Mm-hmm.
And take time to breathe. Okay, so you don't need to rush. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. So like today, for example, my biggest issue at the moment is that I am struggling a lot to get up in the morning. Like my exhaustion levels are just so bad right now. Like I should have been at the hospital first thing this morning.
Right.
I didn't even make it yesterday and I felt so guilty because he was fine, right? And this is Wednesday. He started getting a pain here and he thought it was reflux. Yeah. Honestly, he took some Mylanta, yeah?
Yeah.
A couple of hours later, he took some more. And then he's like, I'm not well. I'm going upstairs to lie down.
Yeah.
And then I went up to check on him and he's like huddled under a blanket, shaking. He was hot to touch, clammy. He started looking yellow. So I called an ambulance and I explained everything going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, we're going to give you a call in the next 60 minutes. Call us if it deteriorates, but we're not currently sending someone out. Okay. Now, the one thing that Merv does that drives me mental is that he's not fully honest about things.
Right.
Because he doesn't like to put it on other people, right?
Yeah.
So I was incredibly grateful that I was not alone, right? So I was at the factory with, there was 3 of us there with Merv.
Yeah.
And when I spoke to the ambulance the first time, I got off the phone and John was like, you call them back immediately. He goes, because Merv is not being honest with you. He needs the ambulance, right? Finally, Merv was like, yeah, no, this is true. So we got the ambulance out. I don't know if it was that we accidentally psyched them out or not, because on the phone I said to them, this man was a paramedic for 40 years. I said, so if he's telling me he needs an ambulance, believe you me, he knows he needs one, right? And so I said that to the paramedics when they arrived. No word of a lie, Elaine, they couldn't get a vein, they couldn't do it. And so I reckon they tried for over 15 minutes and then they said something along the lines of, we're really sorry, but unfortunately we have to do an IM. I don't know what that means, but it was the other version of not being able to find the vein.
What did they inject him with?
I don't know. They gave him a whistle. They gave him the maximum amount of morphine that paramedics are allowed to give. He was in the emergency department, you know, like when they put you through to like the bed.
Yeah.
So that was,
Which
so he's at the Northern Hospital Epping.
Okay.
He wasn't put into an actual ward, so he's currently in the surgical ward at the moment. When I arrived today, he told me they were going to be doing the surgery today.
Okay.
Not even 5 minutes after me arriving, the doctors came in. They said, scratch that. So he's had, on the Wednesday night, he had a CT scan that showed the gallstones.
Mm-hmm.
They had blood tests that confirmed it. Then they did an MRI. The problem is his pancreas is highly inflamed, right?
Oh.
Yeah. So they've now said that he is having his entire gallbladder removed.
Yeah.
That's going to be tomorrow.
Okay.
Obviously, you're listed as his GP, so
Okay.
all the paperwork will be coming to you.
Yeah.
I wasn't stressed in the sense of he's otherwise. Do you need to take it?
Let me just see what it is.
I just weighed myself.
Yeah.
Now, we've been consistently taking a kilo off to keep it level.
Yes.
It says that I'm 49.5, I think it said 49. Yeah, it says I'm 49.5 right now.
49.5.
Yeah, so if you want to be, like I said, consistent with every single weighing we've done, you'd put 48.5. Which is a drop.
It is. It's a
'Cause
big drop.
I think I was like 51 point something.
You were.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Okay.
What I don't understand about myself, look, I know I'm coming across stressed now, but the stress started because of how late I was running to get here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was hoping, obviously, because we had the appointments back to back, that it would be okay because I could use his. I'm not stressed about him though. I'm not stressed. Like, he's in perfectly good, like, he's where he needs to be. I know that he'll be looked after. Like, I was there when the doctor came in and said, you know, he's now, because originally they were going to do like a scope thing and then take the stone out. You'll understand this more than me. And then they have said they're not doing that and they're just going to remove the entire gallbladder. So I asked a bunch of questions. I have full faith he's fine because he's perfectly healthy otherwise.
Yeah.
What I'm not understanding about myself is even I can hear in my own voice how anxious and stressed out I sound.
Yeah.
And I know that I was clearly looking to anyone around me highly stressed out, right? And I don't get it. Like I said, I was stressed about being late here, but I knew that it should be okay based on the fact that he had the appointment at 2:45.
But the fact is that when you had lost weight, you didn't lose weight between him going into the hospital and now.
I don't.
So you would have. Oh God, that's my dad. Jesus.
Your dad's cute. I like your dad.
Yeah, but
Does your dad realize that you were like the best doctor ever? I need to meet him again just to like make sure he's aware.
make sure he's aware.
Yeah.
No, I don't want this. I want.
I say to everyone, if Elaine was everybody's mum, this world, no peace.
Okay. Give me 5 seconds.
Go nuts, I'm looking at all the pretty
I
stuff.
just want to show you on the phone.
I like listening to you speak Chinese.
Do you?
Yeah, it's awesome.
On the comb.
I want to know what that thing is down
On the comb. I sent it, Dad. Fine.
But you know, I love everything about you.
You
So
know.
I know. I remember I told you my favorite movie in the whole world is the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes, you did say that.
Yeah, so I've listened to Sweet Transvestite 3 times in a row as loud as my car will do it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's my safety blanket.
Now,
Yes.
we need to get back to you and your weight because
Yeah.
that's very serious, and I'm
Yeah.
very
So
scared and worried about it.
So what did I weigh in at last time? I think it was 51 or something.
Yeah,
So it's a bit of a drop.
it was 51.
Mm.
You're 48 and a half, so it's a 1.5 kilo drop.
In a week.
Yes, that's a lot of drop. I'm just thinking, are you taking Vyvanse at the moment?
Yep.
The Vyvanse makes your metabolism go very high.
So when it comes to the ADHD meds, right, the Vyvanse did not change my appetite whatsoever, right? So I think I explained to you last week, yeah? I'm currently on the 70 of the Vyvanse, right? It used to work perfectly because it's meant to be slow release 14 hours. It doesn't work anymore, right? If I take it at 6, for example, I'm lucky if I make it until 1 p.m, right? That is all. So obviously, Ishan deals with a lot of it. So I explained all of this to him, yeah? And so he has got me still taking the 75 ounce in the morning, but I now take 2 dexamphetamine. So I've switched it around because of how now I take the Vyvanse at 7 a.m. I take 2 dexamphetamine at 11:30 and then another dexamphetamine at 3:30. Now Ishan is the one that did this, right? At first, like the first time I lost weight, say a year or so ago when all of this happened, I do think that the ADHD medication played into it. I truly believe that what is happening now is stress and anxiety. But at the same time, last week we talked about sending me to and I can't think of the word, but like a gastro, something to do with
gastroenterologist.
Yeah, because I remember you wrote the referral, but I never actually ended up with it. So I need to get that because, like, I've always had an incredibly fast metabolism, like my whole life, right?
But right now, your metabolism is twice as fast as it used to be.
Yeah.
Because of your Dex and the Vyvanse.
Is the fact that I'm losing weight, like, obviously with everything going on the Wednesday, obviously I went in with the ambulance. My heart was going so fast. It was like I could feel it. It was actually to the point where I asked them, I'm in a hospital, could someone please take my blood pressure? They said no. They said apparently they're not allowed to do that. There's all these rules or whatever. But I'm highly aware of how fast it's running at the moment. And as you know, my standard rate's around 100, 110 already. I'm not dropping weight on purpose. I swear to God.
No, what I'm saying is the Vyvanse and the Dex is tripling your metabolism.
Yep.
So despite you having, say, a lot of food, drinking that 4-sip thingy,
Which I am.
Which you are, your body just burns through it.
The thing is,
goes boom and it burns through it.
If I don't take the ADHD medication, right, and so say Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, this week, I didn't take any, yeah? I literally can't get out of bed. I cannot function anymore. I am like, I'm sure, obviously you see hundreds of people. I was originally put on dexamphetamine because of the hypersomnia diagnosis. And I remember when I saw Dr. Clark and he was like, my mind clock thing doesn't work properly.
Yeah.
So like, he explained it to me that when I wake up in the morning, let's say 7 a.m, my mind or however the clock
So
works.
this is a Chinese nibble thing.
Nice. It doesn't start working for like 2 hours later. And then when I go to bed, let's say I go to bed at 10 p.m., it doesn't shut down until another 2 hours later. So they were the original people who put me on the dexamphetamine, right? I met Ishan approximately a year later, right? And that's when I went on Ritalin, yeah? And I was losing weight, right? And that's when you suggested Vyvanse. And we started at 20, we increased all the way up, and we're now at 70, which I believe is the maximum amount, right? It used to be perfect. It didn't affect my eating, it didn't affect any of it, which was great. But it also lasted the 14 hours it's supposed to. It doesn't anymore. And speaking about ADHD medication, I've sort of become highly aware of something that I'm a little confused about.
Yeah.
Now, I'm the first person to admit I'm still learning all about what it involves, yeah?
Yeah.
But every single person I've ever spoken to who has ADHD and is medicated tells me they're all saying the same thing. You go from having like a zillion thoughts happening, and then the medication makes it all go quiet. That doesn't happen for me.
No, it doesn't.
Merv and I were discussing it, and he said the only thing he can think of is that perhaps the reason it doesn't do for me what it does for everyone else is because I don't only have ADHD, I have all the other stuff with it, right? But there's no quiet in my mind. So the ADHD helps me in the extent, the medication I mean, helps me in the extent of, like, I suffer from ADHD paralysis pretty bad, yeah? And so the medication helps me with that to a degree. It helps me basically stay awake. Like, if I'm not taking that medication, I sleep. I slept all day Saturday, all day Sunday, all day Monday, and half of Tuesday. You know me, I make videos every single day, and I literally just slept. And even today, like, I wanted to be at the hospital with Merv early, obviously to be here with you on time. I couldn't get up, and I'm struggling. And I imagine the weight loss is also highly adding to the exhaustion levels I'm in, because it's not exhaustion like I haven't slept. It's exhaustion like my mind isn't working, my body is, it's all of it, right?
Is it possible if you reduce the dex, instead of 2, take 1?
Yeah, I'm happy to try that. Okay, so I'm currently taking 3 a day, yeah? So like I said, two of them at 11:30 and then one of them at 3:30, because if I don't take the afternoon one, it makes my whole day screwed up. And I know that from all the times I've accidentally missed it.
Yeah.
And it's worse. But I am more than happy to take 1 at 11:30 and try that.
And then another one
at 3:30. Yep, more than happy to.
Okay.
I mean, I wish obviously the Vyvanse still works, but if I don't take any of it, I'm basically going to be bedridden, is how it feels.
Yeah, no, I know you have to have something, but we're trying to balance your metabolism with your ADHD.
100%. I'll change it immediately starting tomorrow. I can do that.
Okay.
And it's the same with, like, you know, like I said, the times and stuff. Like, Ishan always sort of says to me, you'll figure out when it works best. And obviously I know how long they work for, like, when they kick in, they're short-term active and things like that, which is why I take them at the times they had, because it's a bit of trial and error. But like, I feel myself crashing. And even as it stands, if I'm taking the Vivance, the 2, and then the 1, I don't get past about 7 o'clock if I'm lucky before I crash. And I don't know how else to explain it except to say I literally can feel myself starting to crash.
So do you go to bed or what do you do?
That's when I just have to stop everything. So I lie down and I watch TV pretty much. There's not much else I can do once I get to that point, you know? You're right. I mean, the ambulance picked him up on Wednesday. It's only Friday. Not gonna lie, I hadn't actually registered any of that until now with you. I don't know how I've lost that much. So if I'm 51 and a half to 48 and a half, that's like what? How
2-3 kilos?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And you have been eating?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Like when I'm stressed out, right? And this is what I'm struggling with myself, yeah? Because I don't always mentally feel like I'm stressed out, if that makes sense. Whereas every single thing else is showing that I am, right? Like I'm not stressed about Merv being in hospital. I'm not stressed about Merv having surgery. I'm not stressed about any of that. And yet I can hear it in my voice. Like it's a giveaway. I'm sure you tell, everyone can tell. Like, I truly believe that I live in fight or flight 24/7. And that's not normal. And I would give anything in the world to figure out how to fix it. I easily jump. I am over the moon that I wasn't alone when this happened, yeah? So me and Merv were at the new place, and there were three other workers there with us. I did my absolute best not to panic, but at the same time, I wasn't what you would call calm either.
Okay. I'm just having a look at your list of meds.
Mm-hmm.
With diazepam, we are still taking that. How often are you taking that?
I took one today to try and calm down, but honestly, I don't take it a lot.
You don't take it a lot?
No, but you are aware that I'm prescribed Xanax.
Who gives you the Xanax?
Ishan.
Oh, okay.
So I think like this is where it's getting confusing, right? So Ishan does not believe that I have bipolar. Neither does Nicole, right? But Ishan believes that I have actual panic disorder. He said that the anxiety and the panic attacks and the things that I go through are too severe to be considered a symptom of something. And he has said that I have actual panic disorder. And so he's prescribed me Xanax for that. Obviously, I'm highly aware of all the rules and everything. And, you know, again, it's one of those things I only take in absolute extreme emergencies because I don't like being on the amount of meds I'm on, right? Like, let me see. The daily meds I take alone are insane, right? So that's my nighttime meds, yeah? And my morning meds, obviously, which I've taken, are about the same, yeah?
Okay.
And then that doesn't obviously include all of the other ones. I have done everything I can, and honestly, I'm not sure if I'm doing myself harm, but
Okay.
I'm...
Tell me, with the Xanax, what dose are you taking?
1 milligram. He said it's the only one on the PBS. So I get a box of 10.
Z-A-N-A-X.
I will say there was one time up in Queensland when everything was just going really, really badly that I was given a box of like 30, I think.
Yeah.
But it's obviously highly regulated.
Yeah.
And I've become really aware within myself of when I need Xanax versus Valium, because it's all trial and error, but I have learnt, you know, that if I take the Xanax for something, like, I don't know how to explain it except to say, like, I've learnt that there are big differences between when I need to take either one, if that makes sense. I haven't taken Xanax in ages.
Okay.
I'm really trying to limit the other medication I take, like the Tarjan, for example. It's not that I don't need it, but I'm trying really hard not to use it, you know?
Yeah. But the thing is, we need your whole system to slow down.
I know. I don't know what to do. If you're telling me I can take more Valium or Xanax to help me with that, that'd be great, because like I said, it truly only registered with me a couple of days ago that every single person I've ever met or spoken to who has ADHD, who is medicated, everything in their mind stops. And it doesn't work like that for me at all.
Okay.
My mind doesn't stop.
So with the diazepam, so I know that you've been prescribed Xanax, but you don't take it, you know, all the time.
No.
You take it when it's like absolutely
Crazy
emergency time.
Yeah.
Right. So with the diazepam, how often do you take that one?
Again, I've had one today because I was stressing out about this, but I don't even take it every week. It's again like, you know how we did the K10 twice, yeah? Because I'm thinking, you know, I don't feel anxious, so I'm not taking anything. But it would appear like I'm anxious and I don't know I'm anxious. I don't know if that makes any sense, because I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Okay. So with the diazepam, what I want you to do, so you said you took one this morning?
I took one today, yeah.
You took one today? Yeah. Obviously, it doesn't make you groggy because you're
No,
wide awake.
I can drive on it and everything.
Can I get you to take one twice a day?
100%.
Every day?
Morning and night,
Morning
or what
and
time,
night.
or
Morning and night, if you can, or maybe morning and sort of late afternoon-ish.
Yep.
Because you don't really need diazepam while you're sleeping.
No, especially with the meds I'm on at night time.
So do morning and maybe lunch, afternoon-ish, you know, that sort of time. Take the other one.
I can do that.
And I want to know, just to see what actually happens when you do that.
Yeah, with your permission, I'm very happy to do that.
Yeah. So let me just double check. Are our consults every Friday or?
Every Friday at 2 for 45 minutes.
Okay, so So yes, I've got one for you. I don't have one for Merv.
No,
we don't even know what's happening with him.
Well, he asked me to try and get you to make him one, but I said it might be like super short notice, because he would like to see you if possible. Like, I know you're crazy busy. If there was an appointment either side of mine next week, that'd be fantastic. Otherwise, the next one, he's obviously going to have to see you. But like, I don't know how this whole thing works. Like, he's having his gallbladder removed tomorrow. I imagine that doesn't mean he'll check out tomorrow.
Okay. The week after, I'm just thinking of booking it. The week after, it's gonna be like a 12:30 something.
It's totally
like that.
fine. 100% totally
So
fine.
it's the 13th. Do you want to write it down, or you want to put in your?
It's all right. I'll put it in.
Here you go. Here.
Thank you, darling.
Okay.
So the 13th.
This is the 13th.
Yeah. At 12:30. Sweet. And then, because I'm at 2 always.
So I'm sure that Merv will be well enough to.
Yeah.
For sure.
Man, we have organs that we don't need. I said to the doctor, is it kind of like the appendix? Like, you're telling me you're removing organs. I know nothing about this stuff, you know? But he explained it all in detail to me, which is why I'm so confused about how anxious and stressed out I sound.
Yeah.
Because I'm not stressed, or I don't think I'm stressed, but maybe I'm stressed and I don't know that I'm stressed. How does that work?
It works. So,
Go.
how are we spelling Merv's last name? Okay. Yeah, so we'll point the two of you.
Thank you.
Okay, so yes, I 100% totally understand. That's the you are having psychosomatic symptoms.
Can you tell me what you mean by that?
Okay, so what you mean by that is a little bit with what you have already said, and that is your body is anxious, but your brain doesn't seem to be anxious.
Yeah.
Like you don't feel anxious, but your body is behaving as if it is anxious.
Perfectly. Yep, that's exactly it. That's exactly
and
what's happening.
I have had the same, so I'll explain to you my condition. We went to with Esri and a big group of friends. We went to a birthday dinner. We were eating and I don't know how we got onto the topic of weight. I think we got on the topic of weight because somebody who's very, very skinny, like you, was eating a lot of food. And so we were going, I'm like, because we split the bill, and her name is Faye. I'm like, Faye, you have to pay twice because you're eating so much food. And she goes, I'm like, why are you so skinny? You eat so much food, you know? And then I didn't mean to hurt Esri, but I said, Esri eats the normal amount of food and she's 54 kilos. And Esri got so upset that people knew how heavy she was. She's not fat.
54 is nothing.
Yeah, she's like
she's
that.
Unbelievably gorgeous. Your daughter
beautiful.
could be a model, honestly.
Yes, she is gorgeous.
So gorgeous.
But she was really, really angry at me, and we had like a bit of a fight. So the dinner we went to was a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
So we had a bit of a fight after we got home. I'm like, what's the big deal? Blah, 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 blah. And she's going, it is a big deal, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going, I feel really nauseated. I'm like, maybe the fish was off. I said, did you eat any of that fish? She goes, yeah. I'm like, you feeling okay? I was literally over the thing. I'm like, I'm going to throw up. And then Esther's like, should I call the ambulance? What do you want me to do? I'm like, just give me some time. And like, trying to throw up. Did not throw up. And then it was ages later, I figured out that my wanting to throw up was my body's response to the stress of our argument.
That makes
Even
sense.
though in my brain, I was not stressed. In fact, I was saying to her, what's the big deal?
Yeah, I agree.
So that's the brain part. But the body...
Different. Okay.
Yeah, so that's that's the psychosomatic.
Okay.
The easiest, most basic one that almost everybody has is a headache because they're stressed out.
That makes sense.
Right?
I've been getting headaches too, so that's probably why.
So basically, you're stressed, you're psychologically stressed, but it comes out in a body, in the physical format, like a headache.
Yeah.
Or
I shake. I literally start shaking.
Yeah. So your psychological thing affects your physical being.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so I think, God, it's my dad, he's going to kill me.
I love it.
All right.
I want to have coffee with him and sit him down and say, right, your daughter is the coolest woman in the whole planet. Just so you know that.
Got it. Thanks, Dad.
He's a sweetheart. You do so much. You're such a good woman.
Oh, I try. And
Do you
Esri's
ever
the
get a
same.
break?
No.
No.
And Esri's very good because of tradition. Because we were really financially, we were quite badly off. We were quite badly off. What time is it? 3:15? No.
His appointment was at 2:45 for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we were very, very badly off, and so her grandparents raised her because I had to go back to work when it was only 9 weeks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. You know, people take maternity
Yeah.
leave for half a
Why
6
doesn't that
months, 12
surprise
months,
me about you?
Yeah, no, I went back at 9 weeks.
Jesus.
And so
Mummy.
my dad and mum looked after her, and they like taught her all this traditional thing and all the good things. And Esri's the same with me. So whenever she gets to pick an RDO, the day off, she'll always pick a Wednesday because that's my
your day off. Yeah.
And we'll always do something together.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and so it's like what I do for my dad and mum is what she does for me.
Yeah, I like that.
It works that way. So when I say I don't work on a Wednesday, it's not really I don't work on a Wednesday.
Oh, you've told me you do it all for your parents.
I do everything I need to do for my parents. We take them out for lunch. If mum needs to go to specialist, we do that. Blah blah blah. You know, we do all that. And then I go.
You get no time off. You're
No.
crazy working.
Yeah, I know. It's just.
Why do you think I'm like? I have more like the respect that I have for you is insane. Like I honestly, I don't know if you think I'm joking when I say you're my favorite person in the world, but I'm deadly serious. My friends, my family, they all know that.
Okay.
Elaine's here.
Okay.
That's right. Like I just think so highly of you.
Oh, thank you.
And I only speak truth because I don't believe in fluffing up fucking people for no reason, you know?
Yeah. Look, I think it just could be that we have a really good rapport.
We really do, yeah.
And I am not judging you in any way.
Oh God, I've had doctors judge me so bad. Like, I don't know if I explained to you exactly what happened in Queensland. The first time I saw a doctor, and I spoke to Nicole about it, and I believe that I should probably report this doctor. And I told a couple of other doctors in Queensland what happened, and every one of them gaslit me. So I'm going to tell you quickly because I would really like your professional opinion.
Tell me.
So I needed to see a doctor for doctor stuff, and obviously we were dealing with what we could, but I went to see one in person, and I actually went and saw Merv's one, right?
Yeah.
I sat down, I gave him the letter that you'd given me. He jumped up and went into whatever you guys can access for meds and stuff.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, no word of a lie, less than 30 seconds, when this man looked at me and said, I'd put my life on the fact that you've been sexually assaulted in your childhood. Your mind is so broken, we're not going to be able to help you. Your body reacts to the fact that your brain is so broken, you've obviously been fully sexually assaulted in your childhood. And then he lost it at the meds. I needed baclofen, yeah? And I was on 1.5 3 times a day, right? And so he prescribed it. We went to the pharmacist. The pharmacist pulled us aside and was like, do you realize you're being prescribed 5 baclofen 3 times a day, as in 15 a day? And I went, I don't know what's happening, right? Obviously, I think I'm meant to trust doctors, right? Merv and I were like, we don't know what's going on. So we did it, right? I've never been more sick in my life, yeah? So I went back and I was like, why did you prescribe me 5 baclofen 3 times a day? And then he starts to attack me. And I recorded all of this too, by the way, because I was like, this is bad, yeah? And not like this, as phone messaging, yeah? And Merv was there. And he goes, because you argued for it. He goes, you demanded it. and you were so rude, he goes, that I didn't want to have to put up with you, so I just gave you what you wanted. And I looked at this man and I said, never in my life would I ask for 5 baclofen 3 times a day. I said, it made me sick. I said, that absolutely never happened. I have not demanded medication from anyone ever, right? And he attacked me, yeah? And then I was like, this isn't right. Like, I'm almost crying. The man's already said to me, you've got no memory of your childhood because you've been so highly sexually assaulted. And he literally says to me, I would put my life on it. The dude knew me for 30 seconds when he said this, right? He finally went back into the cloud thing where you guys can see the meds. After attacking me for over 10 minutes solid, saying that I was argumentative, demanding. The simple fact that he was like, I just gave in, I just couldn't be bothered dealing with you. What kind of doctor does that, right? And so we went in, and then he goes, oh, it turns out it's meant to be 1.5. Do you think I got an apology? Do you think I got anything? And I just said to Merv, I said, I'm strong. I'm so resilient and strong. But imagine if this man said that to someone who wasn't, right? And I told several other doctors, yeah? And every one of them gaslit me. So I told a doctor, because Merv nearly lost his leg in a major accident, right? And we were seeing another doctor, and then I explained the whole thing to this doctor.
Yeah.
Now, you know how I can read people incredibly well.
Yeah.
As I'm explaining this to the doctor, his eyes were saying everything. Like, he couldn't believe that this doctor had done it, right? But once I'd finished the story, out of his mouth came a whole bunch of bullshit. As in, it was fine. Like, he literally made it like I was the one that was crazy. Do you honestly think it's okay for a doctor who knows nothing about you, and you've been sitting there for 30 seconds, to say, I would put my life on the fact that you've been highly sexually assaulted throughout your life, that your mind is so broken that we're never going to really be able to help you?
Okay.
I'm telling you what happened, yeah.
Oh my God.
And then with the medication to fully attack me, and he literally, he lost it at me. I have never demanded anything, ever. And even I think, like, 5 baclofen 3 times a day is crazy. I don't know about you, but I think that's insane. But obviously that's what it was. So I tried it. I was so sick. I immediately dropped it back down to what I knew I needed to take, which is 2-3 times a day. But this man was just, and all I keep thinking about is, what if he did it to somebody else, right? So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I haven't done anything. Obviously, Nicole's aware of it all. But yeah, like, obviously,
I think if he's hurt you that much, if he's hurt you that much, then you should report him.
It's more that I'm scared for the next person. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I said to you, I'm really strong and resilient.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't, and I'm not trying to sound like crazy or over the top, the way he was, the attitude, the tone, the way he talked, every single bit of it, if he said it to someone who had a past like me, who wasn't as strong and resilient as I was, I actually think I went home and self-harmed that day. I hadn't self-harmed in years. And in Queensland, I did. Several times. And all I keep thinking is, I could have killed myself based on how that man spoke to me. that is to show you the extent of how bad it was, right? I've dealt with it to the extent where, you know, you're my doctor, I'm not leaving Victoria, you're the only doctor I ever want to see, yeah? But I do think of it every so often, not so much because of how much he hurt me, but because of how scared I am he'd say it to the next person who's not as strong as me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It does.
But I guess I've been waiting for someone to say, you should report him. Because I don't know if I'm making it bigger than it is, but even as I say it to you, I don't see how that's okay. You know?
No, it's not okay.
Like, I have seen psychiatrists for years, right? I'm sure I would have told you, and if I haven't, I have almost zero memories of my childhood. All of my memories come in flashes. But I couldn't tell you a single one of my teachers' names. I couldn't tell you when I got my first period. Couldn't tell you the first kiss. I can't tell you any of it because I don't know any of it. And the one thing I have to tell Ashan is that I thought my mind blocked stuff to keep me safe, and it was a childhood thing. It turns out it's been doing it my whole life. Like I said to you last time, when I came off the drugs and everything, it was like being born as a baby into an adult's mind with zero. That is that. But my actual memory, it's not there. It comes in flashes. But I have been seeing psychiatrists for the last 20 odd years. And every single one of them has said to me the same thing, because I have asked multiple psychiatrists to please hypnotize me and bring the memories back, thinking that if I have them, I can heal from them, right? Every single one of them has said to me, Liv, you're already the way you are because of how much trauma you've got. They said it would be so incredibly dangerous to try to bring back whatever your mind has blacked out, because your mind has blacked it out for a reason. But they're all in agreement that I have been assaulted because I've been in foster care since 3. Like, I don't know any of it. All I know is I'm one messed up individual doing the absolute best I possibly can. And this whole weight thing in itself is causing me anxiety because this is probably going to sound dumb, man, but I don't want to disappoint you, and I want to be healthy, you know?
I just need you to have more calming moments because you are continuously sprinting. I need you to walk.
Yep. When I first told Mark, the man whose apartment we're moving into, that I was on a disability pension, he honestly believed, he didn't tell me until a few days later, that the reason I'm on one is because he said, I've never met someone in my whole life who runs as fast as you do. Do you want to hear how he actually put it? He goes, it's like you're on cocaine 24/7. He's like, you run at a speed that I've never seen.
No, you go crazy. You go sprinting.
Because I don't see me, it's hard.
You need to do some meditation. You need to do some deep breathing.
I've been doing the deep breathing because once we got to the hospital on Wednesday, everything I live with flared out of control. And then I started to rapidly crash while there. And so I had to go out several times. Like even the paramedic took me out through the paramedic way so I could stand outside and do deep breathing. And I was doing everything I could.
So I need you to do meditation, that sort of thing. I want to see you walking next time, not sprinting.
I'm trying.
And probably the reason why you're not putting on weight is that even though you are eating, your metabolism is going so fast that it's burning all your energy 3 times faster than anybody.
Makes sense.
You know,
this is how I've always been.
I need you to slow. I mean, look, it sounds like you're eating enough, but what it sounds like is that you're just going too fast, like like that.
Yep.
And you're not.
Yep. Now that you've said it's okay, I'm gonna do that with the Valium.
And let's see you in a week, and hopefully you are calmer.
Fingers crossed.